Welcome to the Geekz, 31 Days of Horror for Halloween. This is Lil.
And this is Steve.
And tonight we're reviewing a movie called Midnight Screening from 2021. A movie, it's tough. This is a tough one. I screwed up. I screwed up big time. I wanted to watch something quick and easy. It was like 70 minutes on Tubi, and I'm like, all right, what seems like a good premise? It says, it's a small town movie theater where employees gather for an exclusive after hours preview of a new horror film, which I thought maybe we would get some of.
Too bad that wasn't part of the movie at all.
Yeah, what starts as a weird kind of theater kind of perspective turns into some kind of stalker killing the people in the theater. Yeah, this movie's a 0. I'm sorry. I hate, I appreciate indie horror, guys. I see that there was something that could have been done here.
There's a good movie.
They didn't have the budget. They didn't have the skill. They didn't have the know-how. It's weird too because some of these people have worked on things, but not a lot of things. It could have been a lot better. I think there was.
So this was a COVID movie. It was clear as day.
Movie, yeah.
Now the idea of I wish working in a movie theater you could make a livable wage, because I would totally work in a movie theater. If you could just live on that and be okay, I would totally do that. And the idea of when everybody goes out and we're gonna all hang out in fucking free concessions and we're all gonna hang out and watch the newest movie. That's a great perk of working at a theater. So I'm like, this is great. And then you mix in there's a masked killer running around killing people in the theater. You can have you're gonna have your young people working in the theater. You're gonna have some couple maybe making out in the bathroom, and then here comes the killer. Yeah. Maybe a cool couple of inventive kills. There was an idea here that could have been good.
Yep.
But the execution was poor. The dialogue was nonsensical. We spend so much. There was one time where we spent a whole minute with the camera just focused on the manager of this place, looking at popcorn on the floor, going son of a bitch, what the hell is this? Man, who's going to clean this up? I'm like, oh, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? So much time is spent with these people walking around pretending to look for people where they're just sighing, looking around. What's the point of giving ticket stubs to people? They're just going to throw them on the floor. We have that conversation for about 5 solid minutes about throwing ticket stubs on the floor.
It's true.
It's done with the most just amateur of line delivery. I feel bad almost for everyone involved. It's hard. The process of doing all this and getting everybody together and making the thing, it's hard, but we're not here to judge that. We're here to judge
and that's the thing. When I read the synopsis, this one didn't give me a trailer, and I probably should have known that. Once it didn't give me a trailer, I probably should have just moved on. But I was
cool cover.
Oh, killer. Yeah, I was a cool poster art. I was killer in a movie theater. All right. I mean, we have our foes in movie theaters that we talk about a lot. So why not?
Why not? Gallery,
yeah. And in a sense, after I watched it, I was like, oh, so Steve's the killer.
Oh, my wife totally was like, oh, that's why I love wanting to watch this. This is you. I'm like, I would never. But what he's saying is not. It's not even that valid. That's the guy that was complaining about the fucking $4 shit in the beginning, wasn't it?
Yep. So
he was
complaining about the drink costs and then the ticket costs.
I went to the movie theater today. It was $28 for me to get a popcorn and 2 drinks. Look, and you know what I didn't do? Give the guy that rang it up a bunch of shit. He didn't make that price.
It's true. He didn't. But
he's like, oh, you can put a tip if you want. I was like, fuck, I'm not giving it. I am not giving you a tip for filling that cup up and handing it to me. I'm not doing it. $30. You tripping.
Oh man. But and then people talking in the theater. So the movie opens up with basically like people watch, people in a theater. And there's like 6 people in this movie theater, and there's these
This is
two
the most
girls.
dead theater I've ever seen in my life.
These 2 girls that are making noise, and this one guy we've spoiled it. I'm not even gonna give a spoiler warning here. It's just that it's
because it's inconsequential. He shows up once in the beginning, then never until the very end, and literally when he's revealed, there's like 10 seconds left of the movie. So it's like
he's our killer. And he comes out, wants the theater managers to calm these 2 girls down. They all go in the movie theater, don't do anything. So I guess I can understand why he's pissed, but pissed enough to murder everyone?
Pissed enough to then go strangle a girl out, and all these off-screen deaths were more effective because the 2 that I saw on screen were pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Well, yeah.
Like, so the blonde girl sitting so there's a girl that gets like choked in the parking lot, and then you got the blonde girl sitting on the counter.
Which is bizarre because like it's locked. The theater is locked. Why is this guy outside, and why does he kill her? She had nothing to do with anything.
She was gonna work there, right? She wasn't even started.
No, she was a friend of the counter, the girl who worked the concessions. So they invited her to watch the preview of the movie, because they have to watch a movie before they show the movie to make sure that the movie doesn't have any cigarette burns or any kind of defects with the film. Cool. All right. That sounds like a cool premise. But this guy kills her on the outside. Nothing. You don't see anything.
They don't spend any time on that. Spend some time. Why are you guys all here? Be excited about this movie. Yeah. It's the latest Jasper Jenkins flick. It's Murder Massacre 7, and we're finally give me something, man. Give me something to get excited about. All these people look so bored. It's like none of them care about. It's just like they're just one guy's sweeping popcorn for like 30 minutes. Another guy's like eating popcorn like somebody would never ever eat popcorn. He's just shaking the cup all over the ground and like digging at the bottom for something. I don't know what he's doing. None of this. This is not how people act.
And they talk about hiring a hot chick, because she came in. I'm like, did we see this person? Like,
I was waiting. I thought, I was confused.
That was 10 minutes of the movie of them talking to her and going to the boss, be like, you need to hire her. And he's like, oh, hired.
I was genuinely excited when they sent old boy to go change out the bulb, and he went up there and he was like getting tools and bringing. I'm like, oh, you know what? Shitty movie thing where they're just going to show us everything. But hey, maybe I'll learn something. Well, how do they do this? And then as soon as he starts turning the screwdriver, they cut away. Son of a bitch. Finally, it was something I was interested in.
Yeah, so this was a COVID movie. This was filmed at an actual theater.
Of course. It looked like the Artemis Fowl posters in the.
Oh yeah, I was looking at all the different posters. They had to lie to the police in the area because they weren't supposed to be there, to tell them that they were doing refurbishments to the theater. So they left a couple of paint cans and stuff like outside and kept moving things around so it would look like that they were actually doing a rehab for the theater. And they weren't doing anything. And they weren't even making a good movie. I mean, you have basically a free set, like like I could do a lot with like my iPhone, and then if you want a couple practical kills, like really focus in on those. Like,
well, I'm not going to.
You could do some off screen.
I could do the best.
No, I understand, but I'm saying like,
yeah, they missed the. I mean, the girl sitting on the counter. The camera comes up behind her, cuts away, comes back. And they've all been looking all over this theater for her. And where is she? She's dead on the floor in front of the concession counter in the lobby. I would think that would be a relatively quick find.
Yes.
If the whole of everybody in the theater was looking for her. Nobody finds her. We're just going to move on past that. The projectionist guy, he gets his head cut off.
And
it's just
ridiculous.
What did he even have? What weapon did he have that just completely cleanly cuts this guy's head off in one? It wasn't even like a powerful swing. It was just like dead, head on the ground. he snapped some girl's neck, and it was so bad. It was so.
And then
went,
the other
she's like, oh.
The other guy was stabbed in his seat, but we don't see that.
Yeah, we just see the knife later.
Yeah. And then what is
it? The manager, like, I guess he must have committed suicide because he was just hanging in the fucking behind under some stairs, I guess.
No idea how that happened. And then
last I saw him, he was like on the phone trying to call one of the workers, and the next thing I see,
he's
like,
hung.
Okay.
Yeah. So what does this guy do? He turns the movie on that he didn't get to see, and he has them all sit with him, all dead. The one guy holding his head in his lap and everything, in the chairs next to him, and turns on the projector and plays his movie with popcorn.
Credits.
The end.
This is a bad movie, man.
It's bad. It's bad.
But you can look at it that way. Yes, what they gave us was bad, but the positive side of that is that I saw the better movie in my mind. I'm like, well, if you just did this and this and this, you could have had something here. A horror movie in a movie theater. Scream 2 did a really good job at that. So let's.
And there are many times we've seen it. Like Demons, another one is an old 80s movie. A lot of it happened in a theater. So
it's
like
ripe for all that stuff. A lot of Last Action Hero happened in the theater too.
Very much so. So, all right,
it's a cool thing, just not executed well.
It had a premise that I was interested in, and then I watched it, and I said, "Damn it! If I went through this, I'm gonna make Steve go through it too." So there you go.
You son of a bitch. Yeah, they just needed to write some better dialogue, man. Like, give these people something to talk about. They're all just so fucking boring.
Characters that were actually doing something, like you said, like even throw in like 2 or 3 extra people, like you said,
throw in a love triangle, make something like do something, make the manager a sleazy manager, and one of the hot young girls is they have a thing going. Build some dynamic, make it so that when people die, I care. Like, even when the blonde girl that's waiting for her friend gets killed, I'm like, I don't know anything about her other than she just kind of meekly stands there, lets guys talk weird around her, and doesn't say anything. Like, that's it. I have nothing to go on. The Kyle guy with, like, he was supposed to be the funny guy, I guess, but he just kind of
says anything funny.
I didn't care. I don't care about any of this. And the one girl that gets her neck snapped, her whole thing is like, her boyfriend doesn't like her. Now she likes Kyle. Now she's dead.
Yep. She goes back to play with Kyle and, ready to put out for him, and then dead.
It's not enough. Not enough. 70 minutes, you got another half hour in there to build some stuff up, man. Golly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want another half hour of this, but
no.
I would think that if you had a half hour more of character development and actually putting together some sort of a premise that made sense, you could even keep the guy, the killer, the same, but make his end spiel actually land. Like, he was just like talking it. He wasn't dramatic. He wasn't like, he didn't look like he was crazy. He just was like, yeah, it is your problem. I'm like, oh my god. God damn it, movie. God damn it, Alil, you son of a bitch. I'll find a real shitty one, and I got your number.
I'm sure you do. So that's it for tonight. This is Alil.
It would be Bad Moon 2. And this is Steve. And until tomorrow night, everybody, keep it creepy.